6 volumes ago, this series began with a single claim: disease is failed physics. For 5 videos after that, the framework deepened. 4 billion years of evolution, a rotary motor in every cell. The light, water, and earth that program your biology. The slow flooding of the levees. The order of operations for restoring them. This is the 7th volume, and it answers the question that has been quietly underneath everything from the start. What is all of this for? What is the body trying to do? Why does the universe go to the extraordinary trouble of building, maintaining, and restoring biological coherence at all? The Aware Universe is the volume where the entire series turns and looks at itself. It begins where bioenergetic medicine ends, with consciousness. Your brain is 2% of your body's mass and consumes 20% of your energy. There is a reason for that. The brain is not just a computer running on glucose. It is an electromagnetic organ, roughly 86 billion neurons firing in coordinated rhythms, generating fields that propagate through the skull and beyond. Gamma waves holding perception together. Alpha waves quieting the noise. Theta waves carrying memory. Delta waves descending into the depths of sleep. These are not metaphors. These are measurable electromagnetic phenomena. And they are what your conscious experience right now, in this exact moment, physically consists of. Here is the deepest claim of this volume. Consciousness is what biological coherence feels like from the inside. When the rhythms align, when the rotary motors run at full speed, when the membranes hold their charge, when the networks resonate. The result, in a system complex enough to host it, is awareness. You, looking out from behind your eyes right now. This is not a soul descending into a body. It is not a ghost in the machine. It is the machine working at its physical optimum, producing the only thing in the known universe that can know itself. And here is what most people miss. When the bioenergetic system fails, consciousness does not disappear all at once. It dims. The fatigue that drains the vividness of experience. The brain fog that smudges the clarity of thought. The depression that bleaches the color out of perception. The chronic pain that narrows awareness to a single, insistent signal. These are not separate symptoms. They are the gradual dimming of consciousness itself in proportion to the bioenergetic decline of the organism that hosts it. When you restore the bioenergetic system, the dimming reverses. This is what bioenergetic patients consistently report. Not just feeling better, seeing more vividly, thinking more clearly, feeling more present, as if a film had been removed from the lens of experience. That is not subjective. That is the increased gamma coherence and the restored network synchronization that bioenergetic optimization measurably produces. Consciousness has a quality. The quality is bioenergetically determined. Now zoom out one more level. Every atom in your body older than hydrogen and helium was forged inside a star. The carbon in your cells, the iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones. All of it was made by stars that lived and died billions of years before the Earth formed. You are made of cosmos. The photons that hit your retina this morning left the surface of the sun 8 minutes ago. The electrons that flow through your mitochondria right now have been flowing through matter since the Big Bang. And then, somewhere in the long unfolding of physical and biological evolution, the universe produced an organism that could turn its own information processing back on itself. That could know that it existed. For 13.8 billion years, the cosmos went about its business without observing itself. Stars formed without witnessing their own formation. Galaxies collided unseen. The first cells divided without anyone being aware of dividing. And then at some specific moment in the evolution of the nervous system, the universe became conscious of itself. That is what you are. Not a passive viewer, not a soul renting a body, the universe's mechanism for self-observation, built out of stellar debris, animated by electron flow, programmed by sunlight, rendered conscious by the coherent rhythms of a brain whose machinery this entire 7-volume series has been mapping. This reframes everything. Bioenergetic medicine in this light is not just healthcare. It is the restoration of awareness in one of its instances. The patient sitting across from a practitioner is a node of cosmic self-knowing, dimmed by environmental impoverishment, asking to be turned back up. That is the work this series has been describing all along. The morning sunlight on the retina, the minerals in the water, the mechanical loading of movement, the deep, slow waves of restorative sleep, the sequence of inputs that allow the bioenergetic system to do what it has been doing for 4 billion years. Hold the gradient, power the motors, sustain the coherence, generate the awareness. You are the universe waking up. And the practical question of how to keep it awake, healthy, and clear is not a wellness question. It is the most important question biology has ever produced. This volume closes the series. It does not close the work. The Aware Universe, Volume 7 of the Living Energy series by Catherine Hornbeak. Read the book.